Alright guys, what is up? Today we are jumping back into Trailmakers. I did a little bit of gaming on my own that I didn't stream or record. I'd only got one part. I don't even remember. Oh, it was the monster truck wheels. I went ahead and grabbed those and then just explored some of the island, located a couple of pieces of salvage that I needed and some ones that I was looking for. And so we are going to jump back into that. I've got my, let me go ahead and grab my controller and make sure that's, okay, cool. So we're gonna hit our stranded, go ahead and jump back into there. Alright, so, so this is a glider that I built. I was doing this some because I had gotten stuck, and so I was just like, well, let me see if I can build a glider. So it's basically just got, it's got 4 of those gimbal jets. Those you can see let you just fly like straight up in the air. And so what I can basically do with this, it's not super well controlled. I broke something on the way up. But what I can do is I can just fly up and then let go, and I can use just the tilt of like the actual game that it lets you do, and I can just glide and fly places. Doesn't work super well. I redesigned this in the test zone and it works a lot better. It stays a lot flatter. So let me actually so the first thing that I want to try and grab with you guys is the propeller. So the propeller, I'm trying to remember, is it over here? Nope, that's the cannon. Oh, I think it's this way. So I'm gonna hop over to this recovery drone for the fast travel. And then, okay, pretty much, yeah, I wanna go straight this way. Okay, and I think it's right down this little valley right here. So I'm basically just using this glider to coast until I can get to the water, and then I will switch to my submarine and we will take that for a spin. Oh, what the heck? All of my quick change ones were gone. Okay, let's go ahead and switch into my sub. There we go. And I think, oh, this isn't the updated version. I had switched it to where I could hit up and it would raise, and down and it would lower. But that, actually, you know what, let me fix that real quick. So this is one where keyboard and mouse work really well because I can do a control click to select just the side ones. And then when I hit my configurator, I can switch the key binding here. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and save that. Okay, so now, up to raise, down to lower. Let's go ahead and run along this way. Okay, yeah, so you can see there's a little bit of a cave here in the shadow. Based on the shadow that's there. I should be able to navigate it. I feel like I should be able to navigate it well enough without any lights. But if I start to get too far in here, and it does end up being pretty dark. Oh, that's funny. It's like the water is luminescent. Because everything that's above water is super dark, but I can see the water itself pretty fine. I wonder if that's a glitch or an intentional change. Yeah, so you take this whole cool cave pathway. I like the sub just because it's a very easily controlled aquatic vehicle, essentially. And if I do need to go underwater, I think this piece is actually... Yeah, so we'll go ahead and submerge here real quick. And there's my propeller, all the way down there. That's another reason I like taking my sub. I have some boats and some things like that that end up being a little bit faster. But yeah, there's my propeller. That thing is so much fun for really any kind of craft, but God, is it heavy. I should be able to float just enough to get this thing out, but we will see. Oh, I might have to adjust my blueprint a little bit. Or maybe just go backwards and upside down the whole way. I don't really like that idea, but... come on, come on, come on. Nope. Alright, well, let me actually just, I'm gonna copy the sides here and make them just a little bit longer. See if that'll give me the extra flotation that I need. Just rotating it around so it'll copy in the direction that I want it. Okay, and see, those are already controlled the direction that I want them to go, so... Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So let's go ahead and dive, go back down. Hopefully just those two will be enough to correct that balance. But we will see. I'll also try hitting it from a slightly more horizontal angle to begin with, which should also help. So let's go ahead and grab that. Oh, I just broke something off. Okay, I think I hit it too hard when I grabbed it, and it broke off one of those little pieces that I had it on. Okay, there we go. So we're going to go ahead and tilt back as much as we can, and then raise. It's working at least a little bit. Okay, that is enough for me. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. And then the other big question is, where the heck do I bring this thing? The closest and most accessible recovery drone is probably going to be that one. So we'll go ahead and we'll have to navigate through the swamps a little bit. But it shouldn't be too difficult, and I should be able to build like a quick monster truck or something like that. That should help navigate that mud, because that is very slippery, but those big old monster truck wheels usually help out pretty well. Plus, who doesn't love a good monster truck? This is the slightly boring bit of just having to get from place to place with salvage, so apologies for that, but... Okay, here we go. So now I want to look at how... Because that looks like land right there, so what I actually probably will want to do is go up around... Oh, it's the Mercs. That's cool. So probably go up around this way. Unless I might try and beach it here and see if I can get a ship that'll, a car or something that'll drag it across. Yeah, let's try that. It'll be a little bit more fun than having to go all the way around. Okay, yeah, so there's that one. I'm going to go ahead and line up pretty straight on. Oh, it's wiggling weird now. That's kind of funny. I wonder... Oh, I'm in shallow water. That's why. So that's funny because the propeller was actually catching on the mud that I was going through. I didn't realize it was that shallow. Okay, so we'll go ahead and beach that up. I am actually too far. Okay. So let's see, I've got a monster truck that I designed here. Let's go ahead and see if that will cut it. Oh, I'll need to slap a gadget on here, a tractor beam, so I can actually grab on. I might try and push it. Sometimes that works just a little bit better because of how the tractor beam sometimes grips the propeller. It's very annoying in that it kind of latches onto it and doesn't let go. Oh, but this also works out because I was on some of this grass here. Oh, and it is just not gripping. There we go. Let's see if I can get on it just enough. I'm releasing and re-engaging my tractor beam, so that it'll kind of give me a little bit of forward momentum that I can hopefully use to get moving just enough to be able to drag this propeller where it needs to go. Okay, there we go. I'm back on flat ground now. So I just have to go through this shallow water here. Hopefully it's shallow enough that my car will still be able to propel. It looks like it is, just barely. But there's also plenty of grass over here, so that actually makes things really nice for traction reasons. Come on. Oh, we are almost there, dude. Just gotta get up this hill. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah! That's it, boys. That's the propeller. Alright, and then the only other piece that I need, I think, is actually over here. And I'm going to grab that simple tail fin. I'm going to use pretty much this exact monster truck, but I am going to put... Ethan just said, yo, propeller, baby! Heck yeah. So I'm going to teleport over to this recovery drone here, grab that tail fin, just because it does wonders having that little bit of extra. But I am going to put that little fork thing on the front of this monster truck, and we'll just see if that works well enough. I'm hoping it will. Let's get down there real quick. There's also I want to see if we have some time. I want to try and get a better engine. So the Bulldog engine is the one that I'm using right now. It is very weak, but it works well enough for most things. There are two more. One of them was actually submerged really close to that recovery drone that we found. It's the Dragon engine. That one is insanely fast. It's like the tier 3. The other one that I really like for using for monster trucks is... I actually forget what it's called. But it's kind of slow to speed up, but it's got amazing torque. And so especially for bigger pieces like this, it just works wonders. Okay. Nope, not that. Alright, so for this one, I wanted that monster truck look with the distinct kind of side posts anchoring the wheels. So I actually put the steering hinge right there. And then I did 2 blocks to hold it in place. So I'm going to want to mount my forklift thing there. And also kick it out a little bit so that it... doesn't get in the way of the wheels or anything. So you can actually just drop it on. Honestly, I like that. Let's do... I feel like that should be far enough out. I'm going to do 2. I'm going to make this thing pretty huge. I might also add a little, one of those balance weight things to the far side of this just to help, because this is going to be a pretty heavy piece of hardware, and I don't want it to upset the balance of my truck. But let's see first. Yeah, it's tilting forward a little, but it's not too bad. And that is actually, look at that, that's actually not quite big enough. That's crazy. That should be good enough, though. Or it's not quite big enough to grab onto it completely, but that should be good enough to at least let me direct it pretty well. Let's go ahead and see if I can run this bad boy down the hill. Oh, that might not let me. Let's see. I'm really just trying to push it and see if I can get it to kind of just hurt it the correct direction as opposed to actually trying to grab it, but shoot, I might not have enough torque. Oh, hello. That was a fun thing that just happened. So it actually, it caught up in my wheels and spun. So that was not fun, and it's all the way down there now, so I'm not going to be able to grab that. I'm going to try grabbing it this time instead of using this big fork on the front. I'm going to try grabbing it with my tractor beam, and seeing if that helps. Just gonna delete those off real quick because I don't need them. If I need to add them back on, I will. I'm gonna bump that guy out just a little bit so that when he grabs on, it doesn't collide with the wheels. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and change the key binding on that because I like that too. That makes me wonder if I can repel stuff. That? Okay, hold on. I've actually got to try that. I want to see if that's what that does. Oh, I didn't set it to toggle. Hold on, sorry. My best guess is that it probably just won't do anything. But I want to see, because if it'll push it and I can just push it, then that'll be really cool. Yeah, see, I can't even get up that hill normally. Hold on, my reverse isn't working. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, I just don't have it strong enough. Okay, so let me pause trying to get that real quick. Where was that engine? I've at least got most stuff. No, those are the rounded corners. Power core, truck wheel, motorcycle wheel, slim wheel, small tail fin. I might just try and get that one. The small tail fin should work well enough, and it'll probably be a lot easier to get to. So let's just go ahead and grab that one. It doesn't do quite as much in terms of like how well it steers, but it should work well enough for what we're trying to do. And I don't even remember how I got that the big engine thingy, or the simple tail fin. That's such a big piece. I'm wondering if I just maybe had that dragon engine and grabbed it that way. Because those dragon engines are a beast, but that's just a whole nother thing to get, and so... I think it's up. Yeah, okay, so it's up this way. There it is. Oh god, that's another huge piece. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, look, that thing's massive. I guess airplane parts are just in high demand. This at least is a flatter area, so it should be a little bit easier to navigate. I should just be able to kind of push it and hope for the best there. So let me go ahead and add that bumper piece back on to my monster truck here. Actually, just gonna do it like that. See what that does. So we're just gonna give this boy a quick nudge. He actually is veering that way, which I am a-okay with, because the other direction is water, and I don't want this thing to go underwater. There we go, that worked out. Come on. Rolling, rolling, rolling. I'm trying to see if that... Oh, that might be up a little hill. That's going to be fun. I might have another couple ideas for what to do to try and get this. Because I think the... Oh, no, it's not really under a hill, or under the... Shoot, hold on. Got stuck weird. Okay, so I should just be able to keep rolling it. I just gotta, not lose progress. Come on, come on, come on. Don't break. Okay. Also, not rolling on top of me would be great. Come on, come on. Nope, nope, nope. Don't go that way. Don't want you to go that way. God, this thing is going every direction except the way that I want it to. Oh, didn't get behind it quite right. Come on. There we go. Nope. Okay. Alright, forget it. Just gonna see if I can grab onto it and drag it. Does my reverse just really suck? Oh god, it's about to fly off the edge. Alright, well, that didn't happen. Okay, here's where... I'm so tired of these engines. Okay, so there's that dragon engine that I want. Simple tail fins over here. I'm gonna hop over and just grab that dragon engine. I'm getting so tired of these stupid little bulldog engines that don't do anything. So this one is underwater. So what I'll end up doing is I'll basically grab onto it with my sub. Oh, that's not even the most recent version. That's probably not going to be good enough. Let's find out. Oh, hello. Okay. Let's raise. Let's see. Okay, I think I can stay just... Screw it, this should be good enough. I just have to... figure out how to steer backwards and upside down. Forget it. Where's my blueprints? Nope, stop. Yes, delete my blocks. Ugh, I don't want to do that. Okay, so this is the improved sub that I used to get that propeller out. Sorry, my dog's barking at something. Give me just a second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so I need to change my angle a little bit. Okay, now let's see if I can grab this and manage to stay upright. Just barely by the looks of it, but I am a-okay with that. Okay. Okay, so that's there. Now we need... I don't have it in my recent blueprints. Let's see if my monster truck can pull it. I don't think it will be able to, because it doesn't have a good enough engine. But we will see. And if it doesn't, I have an idea for what to do about that. Thank you for driving. Oh, look, it is pushing it. It's pushing it away. Well, that's fantastic and not what I wanted it to do. That might actually come in extremely handy. But for right now, let's see if I can even manage... This is annoying. I don't know why I untoggled it if I wasn't even going to use that mode. Okay, so as you can see, I have grabbed onto it. I just cannot make any headway. So, and this is... this is such a dumb solution, but it's what I have. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this section of the monster truck with the wheels, and I am going to copy it multiple times. That's actually not what I want to do. Not quite yet. What is the... Hold on, there's one more thing that I want to do first. Okay. So let's take that off. And then what I want to do is add a mechanic block. So I'm going to take 2 hinges. And what I'm going to do is put them... Oops. Right here on the end, and I'm going to have them face the same direction. So what it's going to do is for each of those sections, it's going to allow it to move and bend. And hopefully what that will do is whenever I start to go up a hill or something like that, it will allow that to move and keep all of my tires pressed to the floor or to the ground. So we're going to copy that one more time here. And then I just need to grab this whole section. Let's copy that. I feel like 5 should be probably way more than enough. So let's see. Okay. Well, it's at least enough to move, though. Oh god. All of these hinges are configured to move like the rest of them. So let's go ahead. I'm going to use my mouse and keyboard here. Oh, that was a shift click. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Oh, that's not what I wanted. What are you doing? Okay. Okay, so those are configured. I want to clear both of those configurations because I don't need them to do anything. I also want to dial this strength down a lot. If you put it at 0, it makes it free-floating, and I don't want that because then it'll just kind of twist and sway everywhere. But I do want to kick it pretty low so that when I hit a curve, it does a better job of keeping grip. Let me throw another couple of engines on here. They might not work super well, but yeah, let's see what that does, if anything. Okay, well, I did this earlier, and it worked a heck of a lot better then than it is now. Alright, well, here's the other solution that I have in mind. We're going to revert back to the old, go to my blueprints and just grab, there it is. We're going to revert to my old monster truck, but I am going to put the tractor beam on the front and set it for the push, and we're just going to see if that works, because nothing else that I'm trying is working. Toggle that, A, okay, and then because I'll need to get behind it, oh, give me just a second here, I want to save this. Go and assign that a transformation. Okay. Nope, not Y. Now this is the old sub. I still haven't updated the blueprint to the new one. But basically all I want to do even is just grab this and push it forward a little ways. But I don't want to have to change the configuration for the whole thing. And so now okay, this is actually kind of working. Oh my god, that's working. Like, actually pretty well. Okay, so I got it on flat ground. Now I just need to get it over to my ore dropper thingy. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah! Oh, I'm loving this. I can't believe I never thought of that before. Or maybe it just wasn't there. Okay, finally got this good engine. The push function is a little bit hard to get used to. And it does kind of push back against you, but hell yes. Okay, so you guys saw how hard it was for me to drive with this big, gigantic monster truck piece of garbage. I'm going to throw one dragon engine on this thing. You can see they've got stats, so high acceleration, high top speed, power 3,333. That boy's power, so it's literally 10 times more powerful. So we can go, and you can see I'm already hitting 29, 30 miles an hour with just one of those engines. And it's got a super high top speed. So we're going to run back over. And now that I have this good engine, I'm actually going to try and do that simple tail fin one more time. Oh, this will be really good. Let me do one thing real quick. So I'm going to grab my bumper car. This one I've thrown a couple of gimbals on. I'm going to go ahead and delete those real quick. And instead, I'm going to throw a dragon engine on this baby. And you'll see it with the small wheels. Oh, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to control this thing. Are you all ready for this? Yeah, so there's 40, 50, 60 miles an hour. Whoop. Oh gosh, no. Well, that was not what I wanted to happen. Yeah, so that was a little excessive. I had some fun with that, but yeah, these things will fly. Where is... Oh, here we go. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to make sure I don't shatter my front end on a piece of rock when I hit it. See, I'm hitting 80, almost 90 miles an hour. But if I do hit a bump, that would rip my car to shreds. And so... so there's my simple tail fin. Because the sand still has more grip than the mud, I'm going to throw 2 of my dragon engines on this thing, and we're going to see what happens. I'm going to try also, so one of the cool things you can do that I never even really realized is you can choose which wheels your engines work for. And so I'm actually going to technically give this thing front and rear wheel drive. But I'm going to set the toggle the same. So it's still going to do exactly the same, but each engine is only powering 2 wheels. I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to find out. Okay, that's still on the push one. Good lord, this thing is so fast. Slap this thing back on the back and set it to attract instead of push away. And we're going to do a quick press and hold X to reset our salvage. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm like actually moving this thing. Oh, yep, okay, it just rolled. Cool. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. So as you can see, it is still very unwieldy, but especially if I can get up this sand, once I get under the rock, that should give me all of the traction I need to be able to get this to that recovery drone. Come on, if it'll let me turn. Oh god, that just snapped my back end off. Well, that's unfortunate. There you are. go, let's go. Yeah, momentum. Do it, do it, do it. Ah, yes, rock. I would use the tractor beam as a push here, but what I don't want to happen is for me to get like all the way to the top of that and have it roll off one of the sides, because I think I might actually cry. The little guy thinks I'm chasing him. I'm really not. I'm just trying to get this salvage where it needs to go. So, I'm fishtailing so bad because this thing is so heavy. Okay. Oh, still fishtailing. Really bad. Yeah, it slopes down, and I'm just like, I know if I use that push one, I do one wrong thing, and it would just fly off the end. I do want to try, though, and see if I can get a, you know, like use two of them at kind of a distance and push it, kind of catch it in between. I feel like that'd be pretty interesting. Or even do like a three-way where it catches it in the middle. But I don't know if that would work. It's definitely something I'm gonna have to try. But even making it big enough for this would look super weird. Still fishtailing, but it's staying in the average middle, so I think I'm okay with that. Oh god, this is... It's one of those, I might be able to design something that would work better or faster, but the time that it's going to take me to design it is significantly longer than how long it's going to take me to just do this, and so we are just doing this. I don't like how close I am to the edge. Let's see if I can get it to go. Alright, good enough. I did play around too with like a trailer kind of idea. If I could like get it up onto something that had wheels, then I could just drive it, but that's a whole nother problem. Just gotta get it up this little hill. Oof, that was a little hard. Come on, come on. Okay, 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 come on. Get to the drone. Get to the drone. Please, God, get to the drone. Yes! Okay.
This block is a crucial part of your spaceship.
Yeah, I don't even care that it's part of the spaceship. I just want to build a plane. Alright, so we don't have a good cockpit. There is an actual, like, aerodynamic cockpit that you're supposed to use. I realize I'm saying that word a lot, but it's fine. So we're just going to kind of skip that for now. I'm going to build out just kind of a long body. That's probably more than I need. Now on our propulsion, we've got our propeller. I honestly don't even think I need all of that. I'll slap that baby right on the front. That triggers to L and R. I have never in my life used the reverse function. So I always clear off the reverse and set the toggle on the front because I just like the way that that does better. I actually kind of like the way that looks slightly thicker. And then, just for the pure aesthetic reasons, I'm going to throw a wedge on right there. So this is where it gets interesting, because I've got a tail fin. Yeah, this is going to be kind of a funky build. So, I was playing in the sandbox, and they gave you all of the just, like, elevator fins and everything like that. I don't think they do that for the survival mode. So what I'm probably going to have to do is... this is going to be really gross and really messy. Which means we're going to fix it as soon as we can. So... because I don't have any pipes, the only building material that I can use is this the block 1x2. And then you can see, I'm sorry, it's under lift and drag. This only has connection points on that very bottom. And so what I've got to do is slap it, get it rotated the right way. And so normally what I'll do is I'll stick it onto a pipe or something like that and scoot that over one. Actually, hold on, I'm trying to think if there's a better way to do this. I don't know about better, but cleaner, certainly. So let's do that real quick. I'm going to copy 2 of them just for the sake of it being even. Technically, it only needs 1, but I cannot just have a single propeller, or a single hinge sitting there. It would drive me crazy. So with this one, green needs to go up. So green is the, whoops, pull back option. Actually, I think I can grab both of those. Yeah, so green is to pull back, red is to go forward. Perfect. And then I can go to my lift and drag. We're going to do 2 tail fins, one on either side. It'll flip. And then we're going to do 1 more right there. So that's our tail. That's what we need to actually be able to adjust our altitude. And then for the banking, what I'm gonna do is, and this will take a little bit of practice, I'm gonna try and find the rough center for these wings so that whenever I'm just cruising, it just flies. I have no idea what's happening right now. Okay, that looks like it's roughly in the middle. We're gonna call it good for right now. And then I am actually gonna slap a couple of wheels on this bad boy. It's gonna look ugly, but it'll be fine. I actually don't hate that. I just have to figure out a good way to attach it. Yeah, that ought to work. Let's see. Alright, cool. Not the prettiest. There are some frame connectors that you can get that work a lot better for that kind of thing. And then I'll need to slap a Bulldog engine on here. The propeller is the main flight control, and so... Oh, that doesn't give me any side to side. Oh well, whatever. So then what I'm going to do for that on the wings is... let's see. Yeah, okay, so mechanic, I need a steering hinge. Bear with me just a second here. Okay, so these will both go up and down, and I think they already reversed themselves, which is super great. Yeah, they did. Perfect. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another frame piece. I should have done this before I copied it over, because now copying it over is just going to be really annoying. And then I'm going to slap the lift and drag, simple tail fin. I'm going to slap that right there, so whenever I go to turn, it's going to literally like lift that, and it increases resistance on that side, and it's going to make it bank. And it banks specifically because it also has that resistance on the other side, and it's a tail fin, so that's like what they do. So again, this is very ugly. I do not like this. This is not my preferred method, but it will work with the hardware that we have. I also need to change that angle. That's going to be way too much. Make that like 5. I'll do 7.5. That's closer. Okay. Do the same thing. I think I have the controls right. I can never remember on the ground. So we're just gonna fly and see what happens. Alright, we're airborne. The weight is way too far forward somehow. So I'm gonna have to fix that, but oh yeah, it's backwards. But I can't actually bank and turn. So that's our first very terribly built airplane. Let me see. I think I found the area. Oh. Oof. Okay, snapped my wing off. It's fine. I think I found the area where the cockpit and everything are. Yeah, and they've also got the tube elbows, so that'll be really nice. Let's go ahead and run over here real quick. And then switch to my bumper car. So yeah, so tube elbows, those are really good. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that one real quick. Slide that back over there.
This block is a crucial part of your spaceship.
What is this? Tube T cross? I don't need that right now, so I'm gonna skip it. This, I do believe, yeah, that's my cockpit, but that's a gigantic piece, so we're just gonna skip that for now. Tube 1x4. That's a pretty good construction piece. Let's go ahead and grab that. I like those tubes for, I think they weigh the same as normal blocks, but I just feel like it looks cooler, and so... I don't know, though, maybe they weigh less. I feel like it should if it's a tube. That implies that it's hollow. Okay, tube T, I don't need that. There's a specific, it's the double elbow. You'll remember from when I built the X-Wing, I used that for the tail. Tube 1x1. Tube double elbow. Here's my guy. Okay, sweet. Go ahead and grab that. And then double T, double cross, slope. Okay, now we're just gonna see if I can grab that, grab that cockpit, and we'll, redesign a second spaceship, or a second airplane that's a heck of a lot better than the first one. Oh wow, I don't think I can even really, like, push that. Oh, also, I have the wrong engines on here. Well, let's fix that real quick. I'm just gonna slap these bad boys on and then save. I should be fine, at least for now. Yeah, so that's actually pushing me back. It's just not moving this cockpit at all. Goodness. Oh, it flipped me around backwards. I don't know how I did this the last time. Because that is extremely heavy. And then I just end up flipping myself. Let's see. There is... nope, not the builder. I need the map. Okay. There is one piece that I want to see if I can try and find. It should be somewhere over here. Tank cannon, that's a fun one. Power core, hover block. There's something else over there, but I can't tell what it is. Oh, unknown. Okay. Unknown, unknown. I thought I identified all this stuff the other day. Apparently not. Drag racing wheel, power core. Block, go-kart wheel, metal crate dispenser. Thruster. There it is. It's the thruster. That's what I want. So what this will let me do, once I get the thruster, I should be able to build my, what I called my cargo drone. I'm going to go ahead and grab that real quick. And then that should help me get even very large. I'll also use the gimbal jets in an actual construction. I'm gonna have to use that stupid airplane again. No, not my... Well, actually, honestly, yeah, let's do the glider. You'll be able to see the glider that I built the other day. Oh no, this one's terrible. I hate that glider. That glider sucks. Anyway, I am at the very least going to redesign this one real quick so that it works slightly better than it did before. The wheels and the spacing and everything like that still just kind of gonna suck, which is fine. But all of this nonsense we're gonna get rid of, and we're gonna fix to something significantly cleaner. So, until I have my logic block that gives me the and/or, I have to make some creative... I have to get a little bit creative with my rudders. And pretty much how I do that is I just use 2 sets of steering hinges. They all face the same direction, so those go up, those go down. That'll be my banking for the altitude control, I guess is what it is. These I will tie, so let me think. Pushes that way. Okay. So green goes that way, red goes that way, and then I think that one is reversed. And then here, oops, not that. I can grab that beautiful tube double elbow, pop that sucker right in there, and then I will actually just pop 2 more of those right here on top, and I'm gonna call it a day at that and see if I can, you know what, hold on. I'm just gonna pull those wheels off and see if that flies. There's a certain amount of it where, like, it actually should, because it gets pretty good traction with the ground. Oh yeah, look at that. That already flies significantly better. Oh god, oh god, oh god. That's no bueno. Oh, sweet. I was able to repair in midair. That's fantastic. Okay, cool. So this still is balanced kind of wonky. It's not great, but I think that is my thruster right there. So if I can just manage to avoid dying to these trees, or dying well enough. Okay. I'm going to switch back to my... Why are all these pieces enormous? Definitely can't pull that with this one. Let me... I'm actually going to try something. I'm going to put 2 tractor beams on this. I'm going to make the one on the back push and the one on the front pull. And I'm going to go ahead and just trigger them to the same thing, because whatever, but... certainly doesn't hurt anything to have 2 tractor beams going at the same time. Good lord, I can't even move that one. Slap a couple of extra wheels on here and see if the extra traction will do something. That's why I had done that the way that I did. Okay, so now I've got a big boy with 6 wheels. I'm still barely making progress, but barely making progress. It's more than I was doing before, so... Come on, dude. This is so annoying. Alright, I've got momentum. And then I am just going to yeet myself... Oh, I'm stuck on this tree now. That's going to be a problem. Okay. I'm going to yeet myself off that cliff and hope for the best. As long as I'm pulling the salvage behind me... Oh god, I broke my tractor beam off. And I think a couple of my wheels. Alright, well... That happened. Oh gosh, almost drove right off. The only thing I don't like about the Dragon engine is it is very often super overpowered. I can't even get it to push, good lord. I don't remember any of these being this hard to move. Okay. Let's go ahead and see if I can at least just get it off this cliff. Shoot, dang it. Design. All right. I'm trying to think now if I can redesign the cargo drone that I had to work with propellers because I have propellers instead of thrusters. Let's try. So let me go ahead and clear all of this off. I might have even, I think I honestly even had this same seat. Let me go ahead and clear it just for the sake of... Okay. So essentially what I did is I had a seat with some gimbal jets on top. I think I had a good number, like probably 5 or 6. 6 likely because that would keep it balanced. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I should have enough power cores to be able to do this, but I guess we'll see. I don't have a couple of the pieces that I had the last time, but that's okay. Okay, so all of these, I want to be able to toggle. These will fly my ship for the most part. I'll do 4 to start. These will fly my ship. And do most of it, and then I will add on more, whoops, on the bottom. So I'm going to do that there, and then let's see, did I get, oh thank god I got that 1x4 tube. That is fantastic. Let's see. So I want to make sure that this is all really balanced, because if it gets off balance, that just makes it that much harder to control. So I am at 12 blocks that way, so I need to be 12 blocks this way, so that's 6, 10, 11, 12, oh, it's going to be 14, because I forgot about corners. Here's where that tube elbow... Actually, I don't want to use the tube elbow. I want to use the double elbow. Because... I'll try and slap a gimbal jet on the other side. I'll put a little piece on top of that. No, actually, let me do it below. Below often works better. The lower your gimbal... No, you want your gimbal jets to be higher. Never mind. so that the weight hangs down and it kind of keeps it all. Ethan, I probably won't stream Lethal Company this time. I might do a recording and post it later. I want to try and keep my... this is going to be weird. Alright, it's just going to be slightly imbalanced. I'm okay with a little bit. I try and keep my streams for stuff that I'm playing that does, like, has specific progress. So like in Skyrim, you know, it's a very, at least somewhat linear of, like, there's a storyline, there are things that you have to follow. Lethal Company is one of those I'll probably just do some recordings for, and then, I'll post those recordings whenever either we're out of town, or if I've got, like, a midweek kind of a thing that I want to do. Yeah, I might record it this time. I don't know when he posted that. Pretty bad about noticing the chat when I'm in the middle of a game, but that's okay. I'll get better. Okay. Oh, there he is. Bet. Sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna try and finish this up real quick so we can go play Lethal Company. I'm gonna use these tube elbows, and okay, here's what we're gonna do. So we've got a tube elbow here. So now that is pointing outwards. I'm gonna grab another one, flip it, and I'm gonna do that for all my corners. So what that's gonna let me do is I'm going to attach a gimbal jet to each and every... I'm gonna attach 2 jets to every corner. Propulsion... Okay, so that's connected there. Nope, it's not. That's connected there. And then I'm going to copy it. Oh, actually, before I copy it... So these I always want to have configured to something separate. Because they're not the normal flying ones. They're just the... When I grab onto a piece of cargo, I need to be able to lift the crap out of it. So I think I'll use my left bumper. That ought to work pretty okay. The one that I did a while ago... worked really well, especially for really heavy items. So I'll have to see if this one does too. I think I'm gonna run out of power cores. Am I 1 short or am I 2? Yeah, I know. Oh, it's not gonna let me. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Oh, I forget the tractor beam counts for a power core. God, that's annoying. Okay, let's do it this way then. I'll stick them all on the front, and then I'll just do 2 on the sides. But I'll do it right over here. I'd like to have them a little bit more balanced out, but I don't want to have to deal with trying to space the pipe here out at all, and so okay. Take it back. I'm gonna move it over to the sides because then it's slightly more spread out. Will hopefully be a little bit more stable. And then I don't know if this is going to work literally at all. But hopefully, I'm gonna slap our propeller on the front here, and we're just gonna see if that works. It takes 2? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is killing me. Okay, let's do... I'm so annoyed that that propeller takes 2. This is not ideal. But We're gonna see if it'll work well enough. I'm just gonna slap that on top. I don't think they like actually have a temperature. So like I don't think the jets actually put out heat, so I should just be able to do that and it not do anything. And then grab that propeller. Okay. So this is okay. Okay, so it flies. I can't really steer it. Oh, which is, I think, fine. The game will let me just kind of do a fake steer, where I am using my joystick and it'll steer, but there's not actually technically steering it. Is it this? Hold on, am I even in the right area? Okay, so that's the wedge, that's the thruster. This is such a freaking... This looks so stupid. I'm gonna hit this tree. Let me go ahead and land, if that can be called landing. I'm gonna reset that salvage super quick. Oh god, I forgot it was... It's all the way on the other side. Am I that dumb? Oh, kill me now. Okay, here we go. So it's dead ahead, still. I think you can actually hit those trees, which is actually kind of nice. That wall you can, though. Hair. Okay. I just want to see if this is even enough to lift it. I feel like it should be. I've got 6 gimbal jets. Those usually work really well. Okay. Try and get on top of it. Oh god, I just realized whenever Yep, okay. I need to redesign something real quick and redo a key binding. So the tractor beam was tied to the same key as the gimbal jets for the cargo. The only problem with that is when I went to lift it, it would let go of the cargo. So now that's on LB. I've got my big thrusters on RB. RBs. I could go for some RBs right now. That sounds good. My god, it is just enough. Okay. So this is pretty much what I did the last time. I would rotate it specifically to where I like needed it to go. Which this is not wanting to rotate. I think I grabbed it kind of funky and it's making me spin. Alright, so that works not very well, and it's, again, making me spin for some reason. Oh, that didn't work. Alright, well, there's the cargo drone. I will take a look at it, see if I can redesign a couple of things. I might throw on an extra jet or 2. I can't throw on an extra jet or 2. I might try and find some more power cords so we can redesign this. But that'll be it for today. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for joining me. Next time we'll see if we can figure out a better way to grab those big pieces of salvage. Talk to y'all later.